This is an Admiral 35. She's a 35-metre super yacht built in 2014 in Italy. She's steel hull, aluminium superstructure, and absolutely beautiful. So I'm going to give you the full tour. We're going to go to all areas, including the garage, which you can see down here. We'll come to that. But first of all, I want to show you the interior, because that is really rather special. And it's got some rather neat layout options on this one as well. Big overhang here. We've got the cockpit, of course, at the back end of the yacht. These doors will open automatically as we approach them. There's a sensor just up there that powers them open, and in we go. It's a very low-key, subtle interior on this one. It looks great. I like these little lighting features in places like this. That looks good. And then we head on through. These are bits of storage here for your glassware and that kind of stuff. And then we've got the lounge area here. TV that rises up, as you can see, over on the starboard side. And then there's this great dining area. Really nice big area. What's great about this is you've got the almost floor-to-ceiling windows on both sides. So a lot of light, a lot of view, and some nice detailing like this area just up here. That looks great. This side is rather interesting. We're going to come to that, but I'm going to take you this way first of all. We've got the side doors on here, so we've got opening doors for a bit more ventilation or a route through into here. This is down to the accommodation. Of course, we'll go and look at that, but we're going to head forward first of all, past the day heads, and then we go to this area. Now, what's interesting here is this, because what this is, it's like a cinema room, a playroom for the kids. You could have it as an office, you could set this up however you want, but at the moment, it is a cinema room, and that, I think, is rather lovely. Great place when the weather's not quite so good. You can come in here, stick on a movie, and relax. Okay, we'll head forward again. Now we have the crew on board at the moment, so we're not going to linger in the crew areas. We're just going to poke our nose into here. We've got a mess area here. The crew cabins are down these stairs. We're not heading that way, but there are 3 of them, 2 beds in 2 of them and 1 in the 3rd, so that's giving you 5 crew. But we will go this way, because this is taking us into the galley. Side access door, so you can come straight out of here onto the side deck, and then all your usual accoutrements. Obviously a lot of cold storage just here, and then we've got the cooker down here. This is a raise up section for a bit of extra work service. Obviously if you're going in and out the door, then that gets dropped down. Yeah, that is the galley. Let's press on a bit further. Another side access door here. We're going to go this way, and we're going to head down now to show you the lower accommodation. So if we head down these steps here, all of the guest cabins, including the owner's cabin, are down here. So we'll go forward first of all up to the VIP cabin. It's all beautifully lit. Look at the way they've done all of this. It's so subtle. It's all indirect lighting, and it looks fantastic. AV equipment in here, of course. Hanging lockers in here, of course. Storage in places like this. Nice little place to tuck yourself away. And then we've got the ensuite over here. Now what this has got is pocket doors that slide across, so you can close this off if you want to. And obviously, if you're using the facilities, then you probably would. Sink here, and then the shower just there. Really good size, and it's a rainfall shower. And again, with that beautiful, subtle, indirect lighting, it just looks fantastic. Clean, contemporary, very nice indeed. Let's press on back a little bit further. So there are 2 more cabins for guests on either side, and the owner's cabin is aft. So this one here, I love this backdrop with the Bugatti sort of emblems on it. That just looks brilliant. Look at that. Really nice. And even if you look closely, you'll see that areas like this are like a carbon fibre finish. I'll just smudge that. Sorry. There we go. I'll edit that out later. You know I won't. Hanging lockers again, in behind the mirror. AV equipment again, just here. And then a very nice ensuite through here. Great size again, and great finishes again. Look at this. How nice is that? beautiful. Just gives a nice bit of contrast. Let's reverse out of here. We'll cross over. This one's very similar, except for the fact that we have a Pullman berth in this one. So that is across there. Fantastic if you've got kids, of course. Just gives you a little bit more flexibility, a little bit more capacity in that cabin. Again with the hanging lockers. And behind here, that is a sprung door. There we go. So shelves and hanging like so. Very good. And then this one is the ensuite. Again, a very similar deal with the shower down at that end. Toilet and sink. Some nice marble in here as well. Very nice. Now the cabin for the owner is back here, and this is rather intriguing because they put the bed across that way, gives you a load of floor space here. And if we come on round, this is obviously, you know, drawers like so. More storage over here. And if we come around here, again with a really nice ensuite, what they've done with this is they put the frosted doors on, so that takes you into the toilet and the bidet. And that one gives you the shower. And then we've got the TV here as well, which as you can see can drop away down into that unit. Nice little dressing area. Very big, comfortable room, isn't it? That's fantastic. Now what's really interesting, and I've not seen this before, that layout further forward is fairly conventional, but they've put a separate stairway into this cabin. And what this does, it gives a private entrance from here straight up through. Now you might have thought, first of all, there's not much hanging storage in there, and that's because the dressing room is up here. So here we've got big, proper, full-on wardrobes. I mean, really good size, like this. We've also got shelving, we've got storage, a lot of space here. But what's brilliant is this door straight out back into the saloon area, which means that this can be a private, separate entrance and exit for the owner, completely separate of the rest of the accommodation. Straight out to there. That works well. Not seen that before. Let's head across. And this time we're going to loop round. These are the stairs that we went down to access it in the first place. But we're going this way now, and this is going to take us up to the pilot house. We've got another mess area up here for the crew, and then we've got this, which is a pretty serious place of business. Look at this. Got the forward sloping windows, gives it a real ship feel, doesn't it? And a great view out. Multifunction displays, of course, so monitoring system. We're on the fuel transfer page at the moment. We've also got CCTV around the place, the bonding system for the boat, navigation, all the usual kind of stuff you'd expect to find up here. Very nice indeed. And there's 0-speed stabilization on here as well, so it'll stabilize the yacht even at anchor. But yeah, that is a nice, big, generous pilot house. All the communications equipment on the wall here, as you can see. Superb. Let's head on back from here. This will take us straight up to the Flybridge. And this is vast. Look at the size of this. We've got a bar area over on this side. There's actually a barbecue underneath this one. Like so. And a tabernacle, I think it's called. I always get that wrong. I'm sure somebody will tell me. And then over here, this is a wing station on either side, so the yacht can be controlled from here. When you're docking, of course, this is giving you a fantastic view right down the side of the yacht, which when you're docking in tight places like this is extraordinarily helpful. Here we've got fridges, we've got ice maker. There indeed is the ice, it's in use. So all the usual stuff that you would expect in a well-equipped bar area. And then there's a massive seating area around here, really nice. It's under the shade of this hard top We've got the wine cooler over on this side, another wing station over here for the same reason. If you're docking on the port side, you can watch everything from there. Yeah, that is a substantial area. Love these little bar stools up against here. And we can come right on back and look at the space you've got here. Lovely. These poles are for a bimini, so you can shade this area if you want to. Let's come right to the back, give you a really good impression of the size of that Flybridge. That is superb. Satellite domes on top, obviously with the usual radar, antenna, lights, all that kind of stuff, all up there. Brilliant. Let's press on a bit further. We've got decks to have a look at, we've got that garage to have a look at, and we've got the engine space to have a look at. So we're back down here this time. This will take us back down onto the side deck. Back afters back to the cockpit, and forward is, well, forward. You see the way they cut away the bulwarks here? If we come back a little bit, you can see they stop here, change to this. That's because you've got these floor-to-ceiling windows from the dining area, and so you get a really good view out across the water rather than just looking at the bulwarks. And these are these sliding side doors that we saw. We'll press right on up forward. Got this big overhang all lit underneath. That is part of the camera system, so you're able to monitor the boat. And we can come right up to the bow. Lovely big foredeck area and another seating area. That's a great place to be when the yacht's underway. Life rafts are up here as well, as you can see. Anchor handling kit, windlasses, all that kind of stuff. Let's stand right up on the front, shall we? Take a quick look at Palmer. Looking lovely in the sunshine. And that's how she looks from here. That is a substantial yacht, isn't it? Absolutely fantastic. You can see we've got steps up here, sunbathing up on the top, so they've used every area on here. Fantastic. Let's head aft and check out that garage and check out that engine space. So back down this side, this is the access from the crew area and the galley. Another camera up here. Again, we've got the cutaway bulwarks, so you get the tremendous view out from the dining area. And then we come right on back. There is access here, I'll show you that from the other side. And what we're going to do now is keep the camera pointed down a little bit because we've got people on board. And we'll head down these steps onto the bathing platform. Now this gives us access directly into the garage. That is the passerelle where we came aboard. And this is a pretty substantial garage area. Now on this yacht they tow a tender and they use this for the toys. You can of course put a tender in here if you wish to. So we've got jet skis in here, we've got a little workbench in here as well. Sea bobs live down here, all that kind of stuff. And this actually has a side opening garage. So that drops down and you can see the rollers on there. Those drop down to allow the jet ski to roll in to the water. There's an owl down here as well. These are actually to try and keep the seagulls off. That's what they do. Not from in here, obviously, they put it on top when they need it. You don't get many seagulls in here. Okay, let's head across here. Emergency steering position is down here. So if you had a problem with steering, you can take control of the yacht from here. This is the passerelle cassette that it goes into. And then we can come on forward. And this will take us into the engine space. So we've got twin generators across the back here. And if we come around here, well then we've got engines. A pair of MAN engines, they are 1,400 horsepower each. Let's just step down. There we go. They're giving the yacht about 14 knots flat out, but she cruises very comfortably at 10 knots. And I'm told that at 10 knots she's using just 130 litres an hour. And so you've got a range therefore of over 2,000 miles. Very nice indeed. All the electrical gubbins across the front here. So that's a big spacious, useful engine room. Water maker is over there. And if you come around here, these steps will take you up to that side door that we saw. As I walked past, I said I'll show you the other side of that. That's it. So that's direct access in, or more importantly, an emergency out of this area. Fantastic. That is very nice indeed. These engines look great. Look at this. She does look very well loved, definitely. All right, let's go back. Let's take a loop back out of here. Back into the garage. This is a really big garage, has to be said. Look at the size of this. It's a great size. Let's come back here. And I think we're going to finish off here because I believe we have clients on board, so I don't want to go and disturb people. So I am going to stand just here. I'm going to say massive thanks to Camper & Nicholson. They organised this tour. Huge thanks, of course, to you guys for watching it. Let me know what you think of this one, but I think that is a rather splendid super yacht. And we'll catch you on another one of these real soon. Take care. Bye-bye.